Good morning. Today is Tuesday, November 12th, 2019, and you're watching the Daily Mix TV. Hi, my name is Sean Patrick Hillman. I love it when two stories we've discussed converge. It is rare, but it does happen. In the last week, we talked about WeWork's troubles, as well as the approval of the merger of T-Mobile and Sprint, which is now pending the outcome of several multi-state lawsuits. Well, now it appears that WeWork is talking with T-Mobile's chief executive, John Legere, as well as a few other candidates, about taking over the troubled office leasing startup. This is all according to a report out of the Wall Street Journal, and some independent sources have confirmed, including Legere himself, that they're having this conversation. So, Legere has worked with WeWork's new chairman, Marcelo Clore, to win regulatory approval of his telecoms tie-up with Sprint, which, like WeWork, is majority owned by SoftBank. Now, it's unclear what role Legere, following the implosion of the company's IPO plans, would have under the new arrangement. But if, you can't forget, T-Mobile, which at that time was owned by Deutsche Telekom, was really on the balls of its ass. And when Legere came in, he literally upended the entire company and made it a major carrier. So he's definitely the right kind of personality to take WeWork back to where it belongs. Walgreens Boots has received what could be the biggest buyout offer ever from private equity firm KKR. America's number 2 drug chain is valued at about $56 billion. They do have almost $17 billion in debt. Now, privatizing Walgreens, which does include Duane Reade and other stores, would give it some breathing room to build its defense against online retailers like Amazon, as well as their major competitor, healthcare giant CVS. Walgreens chief executive Stefano Pessina previously worked with KKR to buy Alliance Boots back in 2007. Now, herein lies the problem. Money is not going to resolve the issues that Walgreens faces. Now, let's use Duane Reade as an example. From staffing issues to training and education problems, to a company culture that doesn't necessarily protect its employees, as well as major product distribution issues, almost every Duane Reade in the city is in the red right now. The chain is laughed at regularly and has lost all positive movement it had made when Joe Magnacca was CMO and launched the Look Boutique as well as the convenience format. Now it's back to being called Duane Greed because of the high prices, focus on private label, which is just terrible for you, their nice brand, poor service, as well as a disgraceful shape that the chain is in overall. Sadly, they don't have Magnacca to save them, as he is the CEO of Massage Envy. That's what Walgreens really needs. Someone who understands real trend and how to capitalize on it from a chain drug and convenience retail point of view. That's one thing Joe Magnacca, when he was at Duane Reade and Walgreens, really knew so well. Brilliant retail strategist, great leader. I've known him for a long time. In the interest of full disclosure, I've worked with him a few times. But when it comes to Duane Reade, unfortunately, Duane Greed is how it's going to be remembered. Amazon is set to launch its first traditional grocery store in Los Angeles' Woodland Hills neighborhood next year. The new store will be distinct from Amazon-owned Whole Foods, focusing on being a traditional grocer rather than one with a focus on organics or natural foods. Now, obviously, this is catering to an older audience. Think about this. They're ditching Amazon Go technology at this store in favor of a more conventional checkout system. Baby boomers and older Gen Xers typically don't like kiosks or grab-and-go technology. They like that level of interaction. And this traditional platform gives Amazon both sides of the grocery aisle in terms of audience as well as reach, which is a brilliant move for them because they can actually use those shelves to advertise other Amazon vendors outside of the grocery arena. Now, the online retail giant does plan to open about a dozen stores in several major U.S. cities as a test, according to the Wall Street Journal, bulking up Amazon's food stores and services alongside Whole Foods, Amazon Go, Amazon Fresh Grocery, and Prime Now Delivery. So for Amazon, trying to sort of bookend the grocery business is very smart. Going from the high end with respect to Whole Foods and that sort of organic, natural route, as well as the pedestrian route, which is more conventional. So very smart for them to take that approach. Now, we've said this before. Gen Z ascribes to similar values and behaviors as baby boomers and Gen X, much more so than Generation Y, or millennials as they're known. It looks like a recent NPD group study is in fact showing that Gen Z is more likely to head to the mall than millennials this holiday season. Gen Z is less likely than millennials to shop online, according to this study, and they are ready for Black Friday. About 1/3 of Gen Z consumers will start shopping on Black Friday, which is the highest of all generations. Gen X and baby boomers are planning on spending the most, though, of all generations on holiday shopping. Each generation's holiday shopping plan looks very different, according to these insights from the NPD's 2019 Holiday Purchase Intentions Survey. Understanding the similarities and differences in when, where, how much, and what each consumer group plans to spend will be critical for marketers and retailers trying to get through this holiday season. Now, here are some highlights from the study. As you can see on your screen, Gen X plans to spend the highest amount of all generation, followed by boomers. They're the most likely generation to buy clothing and accessories. About 1/5 will start shopping on Black Friday. Boomers will be early out of the gate. Don't kid yourselves. 57% planning to start shopping before Thanksgiving, making them more likely than all generations to do so, meaning they'll be finished with their Christmas shopping way sooner than anyone else. Millennials plan to spend less than their older counterparts, but 1/3 plan to spend more than they did in 2018. About 20% are going to start shopping on Black Friday. And then the silent generation will be important at stores and for last minute. 4 out of 10 of these older consumers plan to start shopping late, making them the most likely generation to do so. And only about half will go online. So what this means is, because there have been stories lately that they're looking at forecasting for a 4% increase in holiday spend in the consumer set. That's a big jump. So for 4% increase, every single generation has to be firing on all burners, and it's going to be interesting to watch. We'll report back in January after the holiday sales. All right, remember there are 2 events this weekend. On Saturday from 12 to 4 is the Pet Retail World pop-up and social influencer event at Home Studios on Broadway in Manhattan. You'll receive hundreds of dollars worth of pet products and other high-valued raffle items. You can come meet some of Instagram's biggest dog fluencers and enjoy other special surprises. Proceeds from the raffle does go to Rock 'em Rawhide in the interest of full disclosure. Tickets are going to be $75 for 1, $115 for 2, and does include drinks and light food. All Forever Friends are, of course, welcome. To learn more, go to petretailworld.com. Then on Sunday, my friends at the Imperial Court of New York are hosting Country Couture at Johnny Utah's in Rockefeller Center, and that's to benefit Sage and Safe Horizon. Tickets are $50. To learn more, go to icny.org. There are so many fun things that are going to be happening that night, from bull riding to dancing to costume contests and all this stuff. Best dress contests with the Imperial Court are a riot. So you got to come check this out. It's going to be a lot of fun, and both events are for an amazing cause. So, my name is Sean Patrick Hillman. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Daily Mix TV. If you guys have any questions, comments, or story ideas, please email thedailymixtv@gmail.com. Otherwise, we'll catch you tomorrow on Hump Day.